Hello everyone, I was asked to do my thought on specifically what it's like in Israel at the moment, so just proving that I really am in Israel. So as you might know, we got our first cases of coronavirus here quite a bit earlier than England, and thankfully Israel did cope quite well, so we're already starting to see some of the restrictions ease up. So for a long time we were only allowed to walk 100 metres from our house, and now we can go 500 metres. We have to wear a mask all the time though. Some shops are reopening as long as they're outdoors, public transport is back, so that has been really good in the last kind of couple of weeks, but I have really felt quite torn between being grateful that I'm in a country that's coping really well versus worrying about my friends and family in the UK. And definitely the hardest thing for me has been missing my grandma, and I know that if I was in England it wouldn't be any different. I still wouldn't be allowed to go and see her, but you know, I could drop stuff around or whatever, but obviously from here I can't do that. So I do have to say a massive thank you to everyone in the community, because I know that so many of our friends have been looking out for my grandma and all the other elderly vulnerable people, and that is what's always been so special about being part of the Bushy community, even from obviously quite a long way away. And I think the best thing I've known or kind of noticed about being part of this horrible situation in Israel has been the sense of community that's come out of it, because obviously we've loved participating in all the shul events on Zoom, but there's also a couple of things which are particularly unique to being in Israel that I want to mention. So on Seder night everyone went outside, as did all our neighbours, and you can see all the different balconies, and everyone stood out on their balcony and we all sang Manashana together at the same time, and it was so nice because we obviously couldn't welcome any guests into our Seder, but we still had it as part of this kind of local family, and then obviously like appropriate but similar things were done for Yom HaShoah and Yom HaZikaron and Yom HaAtzmaut. I'm sorry, I know I came outside to do this because it's very sunny, but it's also still quite windy. I was trying to prove I'm in Israel, but it's definitely not peak summer yet. But yeah, what I wanted to say was that even though signs of life are coming back to the community, and I am so happy to see it, I do wonder how long it will take for kind of normality to come back. At the moment I see buses running when I go for my 500 metre walk, but the buses are mainly empty, and I also worry about like the economic recovery of the country because we rely so heavily on tourism and all the small businesses which are suffering. You know, you might have seen the story in the news about the falafel seller. It was absolutely heartbreaking. So personally I'm really looking forward to going back to university like properly instead of via Zoom, but I think the point where I'll know coronavirus is like well and truly gone is when I can fly, like they take away all the restrictions on flying and I can come back to Bushy for Shabbat and see my friends and see my grandma. So I hope everyone keeps staying safe and still continues to look after my grandma and everyone else, and I look forward to seeing you all as soon as possible. And by the way, I write a blog about life in Israel and I've written in a lot more detail about coronavirus here and also the falafel seller, which is something you should look up even if you don't look at my blog. So I'll ask if the link can be added to this video, and if not, feel free to cut out that part of the video.